Yo, I did it. I'll stick a link in my link tree, I guess, so you can join. I'll also DM some of you, cause why not? Yo, I did it. I'll stick a link in my link tree, I guess, so you can join. I'll also DM some of you, cause why not? Yo, I did it. I'll stick a link in my link tree, I guess, so you can join. I'll also DM some of you, cause why not? Okay, hello. I don't know if anyone's actually here. It's probably just me. Um, Hopefully people will start turning up. Let's send the link to some people, shall we? Okay, sorry, to everyone on the live stream. I'm just sending this to some people, if anyone's actually here. Um, I will get started in a few seconds. Just gonna spam this link to people. You know what that'll do? Hello, everyone. I'm gonna be sound designing today. Let's open this up on my phone so I can see what you're actually saying. Somebody say something in the chat to confirm that you can actually hear me and that you can see my screen and that you can hear noises coming from stuff. God, I'm a professional. Can people hear me? Okay. Hi, Annabelle. So I'm just gonna be fucking around with some sound design, and I figured why not do a live stream, because this is my first actual YouTube live stream, and I'm not very used to it whatsoever. But we're gonna be sound designing because I know that a lot of you actually enjoy that. It'd be nice if a few more people joined before I got started, but honestly, today I cannot be bothered. So People could just watch back or some shit. So I'll probably be explaining as I go along as well, kind of like what I'm doing, so that it's some use to some of you, perhaps. Who knows? So starting off, obviously Serum, because I mean, like, I know there was a lot of hype around Faceplant. Where is Faceplant? Here it is. I have Faceplant. I mean, it's okay. I'd never really use it though. I'm just so fast at Serum. So I know that some of you are real Faceplant. Like, the people that use Faceplant are really hardcore about it. But personally, I'm just your everyday Serum user. So starting off, I'm probably just gonna, because I'm designing right now for some packs. So I hope you can see like everything that's coming up on the screen. I've done Serum Packs 3, which is coming out soon. I've done Serum Packs 4, 5, and I'm working on the 6th. And yeah, we've got some sounds going on here. Let me run through some let's just do some more sound design for the 6th pack, shall we? That's the plan. So, we're gonna start out with a sine wave, the humble sine wave. Because sine waves are a really good starting point. And actually, you know what, fuck it. If you're using analog BD sine as your basic sine wave, don't. Because it's not a clean sine wave. As you can see, there's a ton of extra harmonics. And they're really hard to get rid of because they kind of go all the way through with phase inversions. So, what I like to do is just go here, clear all, add bin 1, which is a single cycle sine wave. As clean as it gets. And, I mean, really, I should be just doing on a completely clean patch. Pardon moi. Because I got a sine wave. Now let's do some FMing. And we're looking for a very basic, but slightly metallic sounding kind of sound. Okay, so we're getting those metallic vibes, but at the moment it's messy as fuck. So we can have something like this to start off with, right? This is a good starting point. So you might be thinking, Trips, it sounds like shit. And I know. But this is where some cool filtering comes in. So we're going to open up the filter. And we're going to slap on my favorite, currently my favorite, because my favorite keeps changing. Is if you go into flanges and find all these comb filters here, they are insane. And the best one, in my opinion, is Comb H6 Plus. This is the one I'm addicted to. So when you add it, you probably won't hear anything, like any difference. There's a slight volume difference, but if you bring it up to the same volume, that's because there's no resonance. You got to turn the resonance the hell up. So as we turn it up, we'll keep playing it. So now we got kind of like, it sounds like it's been bit crushed for some reason. It doesn't normally sound like that. It really depends on your input. But now the magic is when we play up with the cutoff and the pan. So that sounds really cool already. So then we can maybe put an envelope on the pan. So I never use envelopes for the actual envelopes. I always use LFOs. And I'll put this in trigger mode. It's like that maybe. That's a cool starting point. Now let's add a sub oscillator. And put this on the level and put it on direct out. And now let's add some distortions, fill up the sound. That already sounds pretty cool actually. Now let's compress, multiband, and pull the lows out because we've added our own sub, right? So we don't need any lows from the multiband. Although we could try it without the sub. So slap a bit of hyper on there, just a tad. We really don't need much. The more you turn the hyper up, the less metallic it sounds. So be careful with that. And then everyone knows the delay trick, right? Which is where you slap delay on, you turn link on, you turn BPM off, and you turn the delay time down. And you get this kind of delay tail, right? It's a pretty common trick. But where it gets interesting, and it's a bit messier, but you can get some better results occasionally with it, is actually using a chorus. So at the moment it sounds, not that good. You turn the mix all the way up, then it sounds really, there's no highs. So that's because you've got this turned on. So you can turn it to a high pass, turn it down, turn it to a low pass, and turn it all the way up. Then turn the feedback up to about 80-75%. And it was a really long tail. And it kind of sounds like ass, but don't worry, because we're going to turn down the depth. And there we go. That's already sounding really cool. So without it, with it, and maybe turn the mix down a little. Let's put an LFO on the drive. Hey, what's up, man? Sorry, there's a bit of a delay on the stream because I really don't have good enough Wi-Fi to have a high-end sounding stream. So sorry if the replies are just slow as fuck. I'll try my best. That already sounds kind of cool, but we could play with the cutoff, but the slightest change in the cutoff will make a massive difference, so be careful. At the moment we're at 191 hertz, so I'll try to remember that just in case we need to go back. So maybe we could have a LFO going like this on the cutoff. We'll have it going both ways. We'll make it tiny, and then we'll put it on a rate of a bar, and then just have it doesn't matter if it's trigger and envelope. Ooh, it's a bit too messy. Or maybe we'll have a trigger. Just trying to get some more movement in there. How do my volumes sound, by the way? Am I too loud? Is the volume of this too loud? How's the balance? Do tell me, because like I said, this is my first time doing a YouTube stream, so I'm pretty fucking clueless. So do let me know. That already sounds pretty cool, though. Maybe we'll try pitching this down. That sounds cool. I'll probably put a macro on the octave. So now it's 2 octaves. To the macro. Now you can play with the FM a little. It sounds a little messy for my liking, so let's turn the drive down a little. Let's slap a macro on the pan as well and turn that up. That sounds pretty cool. So now we have a kind of I'm not sure about this sub. You can always turn the direct out off, which means it goes through your effect rack, and see how that sounds. Yeah, not feeling it. Sometimes it sounds good when there's no hyper or chorus and it's just tube and compressor. So if we turn the these off and then turn. Has like a nice crunch to it, but we're not gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the sub off for this one. I normally have the sub on, but with this one, it sounds better without it because it feels like the sub and the lead are kind of clashing with notes because the comb filter could really change the notes. By the way, the way comb filters work, it's an interesting process. So basically, comb filters work when isn't it too much resonance? No, I absolutely fuck with the resonance. I mean, I can turn it down a bit, but you can really just slap that in anywhere, and then pitch it down maybe, and then the resonance becomes a bit more controlled. But yeah. By the way, not a lot of people know this, which annoys me because it's a fantastic tip. But in Serum, in like the interface here, you see like the logo here in the top left. There's a drag export button that was added by Steve Duda in a fairly recent update, like the last year or so, and it is absolutely fantastic and massively underrated. So you just click. So basically, the way it works is you hit a note, and then Serum remembers the MIDI that you just played, and you literally drag and drop in the MIDI you just played. Even that little click at the end, and then you could just maybe you. Okay, that sounds stupid as hell, but you get my point because audio is a lot easier to work with than MIDI. So this gives you the choice, saving CPU as well. No, you need to go to Edison. Yeah, I thought you meant no, you need to go to Edison. I was like, what? Edison is, ugh. I never use Edison. Even if I was like pulling in the notes and doing it myself. Let's use this note, sounds nice. Even if I was doing that, I wouldn't even touch Edison. I'd just go here, consolidate from track start, click start. I would never touch Edison. I've never used Edison in my life. There probably is a benefit to using it. Hello. I'm happy to see you here. Bruv moment. You're still my... I believe you are. Let's check, shall we? No, go away, ad block. On SoundCloud, let's check my stats, shall we? Hang on. I'm pretty sure you're still my top streamed... Oh, the Wi-Fi is just not going to work today, is it? Yeah, it's not going to work. I'm pretty sure you're still my top listener. But it's really not going to work. No. Come on. Do something. Yeah. Okay, that's just painful. I'll check later. But I'm pretty sure you're my top listener on SoundCloud by like a lot of streams. I hope the stream's still working. I feel like the stream's just straight up not working anymore. Oh, it is. It's just really far behind. Okay. Use Brave. Probably a good idea. Okay, I think it's back. Even if it sucks, it's back. Yeah, I have Brave. I never use it. I only used it to like pirate shit. Do you have Wi-Fi connection? No, because my Wi-Fi is like a million miles away from my laptop, and this doesn't have an Ethernet port. Is there a way I can hook up Ethernet to a laptop that doesn't have an Ethernet port? I mean, I have HDMI and USB-C and like standard USB. And an SD card slot, and that's about it. I know, it's painful. I need to get a wired connection. I'm so sorry for all of you watching the stream. This is why I haven't really touched streaming, because the Wi-Fi is just so god awful. Anyway, let's get back to sound design. Okay, so this is a fairly complete sound. Well, there is probably one thing I want to do, and that's just EQ that loads out properly. And then take a notch. Yeah, right there. Just cut it a little bit. Oh, thank you. Yeah, that link will be much appreciated. So now go here, click save, go to presets, go to Serum Preset 6, and save that as a new preset. Trips Preset 30. And there we go. That is, and all I have to do is do this hundreds of times. Like I said, I've done, the ones I haven't released are 3, 4, 5, and then I'm pretty much halfway through 6. By the way, Trips Serum Presets 3 is a thing that's coming out soon. So, let's go over how I made a certain sound, shall we? Let's go over how I made this one, because this is one of my favorite sounds. I feel like it's only fair that I do a tutorial. And then bear in mind there's another like 75 presets here, and I need money. So thank you for probably buying them in the future. Thank you in advance. Anyway, so as you can see with the sound, let's open up a new serum so I can show like what I'm actually, like the process behind it. So with this serum here, we got a kind of squeal sound, and I know you'll like squeal sounds. They're always good. I think with this sound, the cool thing is that it has a trick that you can use to make a bunch of sounds that sound very similar. So the main three things here, main four things here, no, the main three things really, is unison with low random, band reject filter, and a combs filter. Now, if you got rid of the combs, it goes from this to this. Still cool, but nowhere near as cool as that. With no unison, it will completely change. Oh, it doesn't actually that much. I thought it was unison would be doing more. Maybe because I've got the random. Oh, it turns out it's actually pretty solid sound, so it's doing less than I thought. But it does do a lot, and you'll see why later. And then band reject's doing a lot. So I wouldn't say the FM is doing much, because mostly the FM is just adding high end. So anyway, the trick is here. Is the, well, like I said, like the unison is a really cool trick. So if we take an empty patch, and we turn unison all the way up to 16, you get, you know, big saws. But then you turn the random phase down, and here we get a really interesting, weird, slightly uncontrollable sound. You turn DQ down, it does more of a squeal. A slow one. You turn it here, it just goes to mess. So the trick is to get an LFO and do that to detune and a level. And then grab a significantly better, so we use Monster 5, why not? Maybe Monster. Yeah, it sounds better. So we've already got a fairly cool sound. let's add some FM. Now let's grab a sync, which just adds more copies, meaning higher pitches. Let's do the unison around a phase thing to this one as well. So we've got distortion on there. And now we're going to add our combs filter. And then automate the cutoff down. Turn drive up. And now we'll add our band reject filter here. This is always a fun filter because it has two peaks. And like when you open it up, it's just one peak here, right? But then you turn the width, and it separates into two. But they're not really peaks; it's more of just one dip. Then you turn the resonance up, and that's two peaks with one dip. It gives it a really nice vowel-y kind of sound. And there we go, that's kind of how to recreate that sound, except as you can see here, sounds kind of different because of where we got the, Let me try and copy that a bit better. It's already got a bit more of the quality. Oh, we're using a completely different waveform here, aren't we? So, where's the weighted position? There, so you can slap it here. FM is going from down to up, so we'll change that. Oh, that sounds cool right there. And then probably the combs filter is doing a lot of the work, so 74 hertz downwards. Oh, and we got the effects after, which is good to know. So 74. How much tube have we got going on there? Quite a bit. And then the hyper is after, so slap that after. We should be getting close to a sound that's similar. This is on 60, it's going a while, so from here all the way. There's no detune on here, so we'll get rid of that. I'm just trying to recreate the sound like exactly right now. See how close we can get. Oh, the width on the band reject is going to do a lot. So it's 18% here. So yeah, it's way too high. And that's on 85. Still two very different sounds, so we got more work to do. I believe. Yeah, that's. Yeah, don't worry about that. Why does it sound so different? What have we got going on here? That might be part of it. I mean, they both sound cool, let's be fair here. But this one just sounds cooler. What are we doing? That's up, that's down. Yeah, that's all correct. It's virtually a copy. I don't really get what I'm doing. Oh, maybe the sync. Yeah, the sync would have to... Yep. Nope, still different. The LFO timing? I'm really fighting everything here. We got an extremely close sound right now, but just not quite the same. But I think you get the gist, right? Remember to use unison. Ooh, actually, talking about unison, I'm going to show you a cool trick now. A really cool trick. So, you know I said earlier about how if you turn the unison up and turn around and face down, you get this. This downwards kind of... Never really got a chance to use Serum on FL at all. Serum and FL are a killer combo for me. They're like the two main things that I use constantly. If you don't use Serum, then you are missing out massively. 150 quid, greatest investment in my life, apart from FL. So, anyway, like I said, you've got this sound, right? Now, the problem with this sound is it's very uncontrollable. You can control it, don't get me wrong, but you can't, like, make it go back and forward in the phasing. But you can. So what you can do is you could choose the area you like it, and then go to menu, click resample to oscillator B, and then turn this off, turn oscillator B on. And then you might want to go to the wavetable editor, click normalize each. I'd make these a little louder, but it's not really a big deal. And now you have control. Not only this, but you could do the effect again, cycle through the wavetable position at 2 bars with envelope on. Put on whatever automations you want, and then click resample to oscillator A, and then turn the effects off here, and then you got like twice the effect at this point. And this is already a really cool start to a new sound. Usually, by the way, the first frame of a wavetable gets kind of fucked when you export it. Not sure why. See, these always sound quite similar. But there you go. This one's so much harsher. So I like to remove the first one. If you don't know how to use the wavetable editor, by the way, learn, because it's so useful. So I'll click process, normalize each gain separately is probably what I want. That sounds really cool. What happens if we pitch it down? That's a really cool wavetable. It's kind of comb filtery. Has a really interesting kind of wet texture to it. So now we'll take this, we'll turn it back up to a quarter, put it on trigger mode. We'll get rid of all these, so we've got a nice, clean. I'll leave the wavetable on just in case though. I'll turn it down though. And then we'll stick this on the wavetable. We'll find a nice position for it. I like that. And then I can maybe FM it from the Okay, see you, man. Yeah, sure. But yeah, basically we're taking this was originally, by the way, this is just like a sawtooth. Sounds like a drill now. Yeah, it sounds exactly like a drill. Well, not exactly. Sounds like a really cool drill. Now let's play around with it a little bit. Let's throw on a good old ring mod. Big fan of ring mod. If you know what ring mod does, by the way, it's worth learning. So I know that most of you will probably understand what it sounds like. Very ring moddy sound, but the thing is, a ring mod is actually it's called a ring mod because of the way that the circuitry was used in the original physical ring mods that they used in Analog Gear, because it's the circuits look like a ring. But essentially, it's like it's similar to FM, because you're modulating using a sine wave. In this case, you can change the wave, but I believe that they only use sine waves for Serum. You can see like the way the sine waves occur, right? Turn on pitch tracking. So then you get the same sort of note every time. We'll distort it. We'll multi-band compress it. Cut those lows. And I really like it with this sub distorted mixed in. But the problem with this is that it means we can't add extra effects like hyperdimension. I wish that I hope that Steve Duda one day adds an update that allows us to pass exactly whatever oscillators we want through the effects. So that'll give me like a little drop down menu. I could be like, oh, I want to pass oscillator 1 but not the second one. Or I want to pass oscillator 1 and 2 but not the sub. Still waiting for the day. I might actually email him and ask if he can do that, because that would be sick. It'll probably take a while, and I don't know where he'd fit it, but you know what, it'd be worth it. Because then it means we could get super distorted subs while having hyperdimension on these oscillators here. So we've got kind of a screech going on. And now I might add a Combs filter, see how that sounds. Yeah, it really adds some fullness to the sound. Add some EQ. I'll see what happens if we turn this on. Oh, screamy. Oh, that's interesting. Too messy. It sounds kind of cool, but it's too messy. I think I'm pretty happy with that where it is, actually. Ring mod's always an interesting effect. Play with the pan as well. I'm gonna leave the pan for today, but we'll slap a delay on there as well. It's a little dangerous to sub, but who cares? And there we go. Another sound done. Let's just fine tune that ring mod cutoff first. I'm happy with where it is right there. So I'll just go to presets. So preset 6. And chose preset 31. So there we go, there's 2 presets nailed. I do this for about 8 to 14 hours a day, depending on what else I have going on that day. I haven't been doing it that much today because just other stuff that I've been doing, but this is pretty much what I do. Now I'm going to show you something that isn't just like a bass. It's actually I'm gonna do a kick drum, because I know that people seem to like kick drums. So kick drums are simple as hell. So we'll grab our sine wave. Remember, go to the bin editor, add bin 1. Now go to the level on the LFO. Make it this kind of shape. Make it on envelope mode. Turn down the octave. Go to LFO on the coarse pitch. Turn it up. Make a pluck. Go to envelope again. We've already got kind of a kick. Let's distort it. Compress it. And that's simple as fuck, right? You can fine tune it a little bit, but really there's not much else to do. In Serum, that is. So now, I can take this little button in the top corner, drag in our brand new, whatever you call this, audio file, that's what we call it. And then we'll send this to a channel, master 1, or insert 1, pardon me. Now we'll add Classic Clipper, which is a plugin by T-Rex 5, no, T-Rex, and this T-Rex 5 bundle, something like that. Yes, I have a lot of plugins, by the way. I know. Anyway, we're going to turn that shit all the way up. And then we're going to export it again. So now our kick is hitting pretty hard. So now we're going to mute this because we're actually going to need it again. Now we're going to add a nice little plugin called Texture. And this is a very underrated plugin. I saw this in a Virtual Riot live stream years ago. And it adds noise. Not just white noise, heaps of different types of noise. One of my favorites is the glass chimes, which sounds like this. Can be reused for some really interesting sound design. But we're going to go to just digital white noise for now. And now we're going to add Classic Clipper again all the way up. And now with the texture involved, it creates this really nice top line of distortion as the noise begins to interact and compress with the sine wave. Obviously, the more you turn up this, the more crunch you get. And then just consolidate it again. And there's a kick. A hard kick, I do say myself. You can't really do it without those 2 plugins though. Yeah, you can add white noise manually, so you don't necessarily need texture. Although texture's nice to have. But Classic Clipper, there's nothing quite like it. I believe it costs 30 quid. They were giving it away for free like a little while ago. I saw like a thing on it on Instagram. They were giving this plugin away for free, and I told everyone on Instagram, like, just get it right now. I did a lesson with someone not too long ago, and I told him to buy this plugin as I was teaching him, and he was like, yeah, I showed him what I can do and everything, and he downloaded it, and he said it's the best plugin that he got since Serum. And yeah, I'm telling you, it makes all the difference. This on a master chain is just something else. Although you never boost up 50 in a master chain. I mean, you can, and I have. I have a remix coming out soon where it's boosted up 15. Well, maybe not soon, but it exists at least. I like to boost up to around for mastering. I like to boost up to around between 3 and 5 dB usually. If that is the secret, by the way, of how I get my tracks so loud. This plugin bump up that gain. That is the secret. If you want to really distort it and turn it up past that, but you can get some pretty clean results below 3 dB. You get some crunch between 3 and 5, and then past 5, it's just like, go fuck yourselves level of distortion. But honestly, I cannot recommend this plugin enough. Anyone who makes anything remotely hard hitting, you need it. And yeah, that's how I get my kicks so big. It is one big ass kick, and like the amount of effort I put into it, you saw, was absolute minimal. Let's delete these. You know, I put virtually no effort into it. I just slapped this for a bunch of plugins. It's that easy, I'm telling you. So yeah, if you want to know how to make snares, by the way, snares are way more difficult. So I can show you how to make a clap. This is actually really cool because you can take noise, I believe it's alpha and Z, and then throw an alpha on a level, and then make it do this. Already sounds like a clap, right? It's pretty cool. So that's how you make claps. You just go to the LFO and make it kind of weird up and down motion kind of thing going on with the LFO. And it's kind of a clap. So that's how claps are made. Snares, on the other hand, hi-hats are really easy too. So hi-hats, you grab your noise, level again, and then grab an EQ, cut the lows, and then grab a compressor and just boost it. So that's kicks, hi-hats, and claps. That's how to sound design those. You can get really creative with them all, of course. Pick a different noise or whatever. That one sounds really nice. It's crunchy. Maybe, you know, add some of this or something. To make a slightly more interesting hi-hat, whatever you want to do. But now snares are more difficult, and everyone's going to tell you, oh, a snare, it's a sine wave plus noise. Does that sound like a snare to you? Doesn't to me. Or it does, but like the worst snare in the world. Even after distortion and compression. I mean, there's worse sounding snares out there, but it's nice to throw some coarse pitch automation on there. Always sounds good. And like, sure, it's kind of a snare, but I would never use this in a track. And what about trap snares, you know? Like, how do you get that? So I spent a while trying to like sound design these, just not ever really getting it right. I mean, there's worse snares out there, but to me, that's just kind of... I don't know. It's not a very nice snare for me. So I'm gonna teach you how to make a cheat snare. And the reason it's called cheat snares, because you cheat. You take an already made snare. So I'm gonna take one of mine actually, which let's use this one. And now the great thing about a pre-made snare is that the transients are just insane. So you could just take the transient, put a volume automation on it. And then we got the transient in the snare. Then it's really up to you what you want to do for the tail. So if you want that classic trap sound, like the one from literally the original part of the snare, what you do is you grab a sine wave, you boost it up like 4 octaves, and then turn the chord switch up more. Oh, that hurts. And then like that. That's how you make that classic kind of high-pitched ringing snare. But I'm assuming you guys want to make more interesting snares. And like I've made some here already in my upcoming sample pack 3. This is kind of leaking my own stuff right now. But I've got snares that sound like this. So, how do I make those? Using splice construction samples. So, I use snare transients, like I said earlier. And then, like... Let's use that one. There we go. That's it. That's literally it. You take something organic, like Foley, and combine it with a snare transient, and you get some pretty sick snares. I just shoved them into their own kind of channel 1, and then maybe slap classic clipper on them. Kind of shove them together a little bit. Maybe throw an EQ on there just to clean it up. You can pitch it whichever way you want. Sounds cool. You could even automate the pitch. You go crazy, but you can really make any kind of snare you want with just that little tip there. I mean, taking an organic sound. And by the way, there's heaps on Splice. Oh, that's a saxophone. That sounded really squeaky to me, so I downloaded it. What have we got here? I'm not gonna play all these. I don't want that. Don't want that. What do we got? Oh, here we go. This is a perfect example. These right there. This is a really messy Foley sample. But you take a volume automation. Maybe pitch the snare, transient down. I mean, you gotta admit, that doesn't sound bad. And it took me, what, like 5 seconds? You could probably stretch this out. And then just take this part here. Throw it into our channel 1 with everything else. And there's a snare. Like I said, like it's that easy. That's all you need. Can you make your own snares from scratch? Yeah. Can you make your own trap snares from scratch? I mean, you can, but it's way too much effort. Just find a transient from any snare you like with a hard hitting transient. I'm using obviously my own. Volume automate it down, add whatever tail you want, and create some really. As you can tell, I did a lot of that, and it creates some really cool snares. And then if you wanted to, start making a song out of like the samples that we've made, you could probably just shove all of these into one channel, consolidate, take a snare, delete all that, add to its own channel, let's say channel 2 for now, and then grab your kick that we made earlier. Push this down a bit. Make an 808 as well. 808s are dead easy. So grab Serum again. The only hard bit about 808s is mixing them properly, but other than that, they're easy. So analog, BD sine. I won't even bother doing the sine binwave thing, whatever. Choose how short you want your 808 to be. I always add a tail on, like not tail, like a beginning hit, like a kick would, onto mine. I think it just adds a bit to it. Drag that in. Slice it. Like that. Now all we got left to do is sidechain this 808 to get where is it? So then we'll add our sidechain here. When I sidechain, I do it manually. So I'll send it to a channel here, highlight the bit I want to automate, create automation clip, sidechain, boom. And now we can start adding in our sounds or whatever. Obviously this beat is very boring, so we'll probably change it. We'll add in Serum. Let's just pick a sound. I can't bother to make any. Let's pick a different one. Let's pick a different one. Maybe go from 3. No, it's not suitable. Nope. These are all preset packs that's coming out soon. You know what? I need the toilet. I'll be right back. But I'll pick one. In fact, somebody just write down a random number and I'll use that one. I'm back. Wish I could do a Terminator voice or something, but I can't. So yeah, trying to pick a preset because I just can't be bothered to make one right now. You know what? Let's just make one anyway. What do you think is these? A metallic kind of sound. Actually, I think I need a one for that. 15. Oh, we got any patterns, have we? Just delete all these other serums. We don't want to mess. So many serums. Oh god, I'm addicted to this plugin. Sounds really cool with the sidechain. God damn. That could be a snare on its own. It's had like a... No, it doesn't work at all. I love that. This... Like the high pitch and the low pitch. Sounds so good. It's too slow for my opinion. Let's change it up to 150. Move these back. Oh, I hate when 808s do this. Whoops, no, come back. So we got like we need like another synth or something going on here. Let's just whip up another one of those squelchy ones. Nice and fast. Let's throw a ring mod on here. Oh, that sounds beautiful. See how that sounds, huh? We need like an intro thing here. You know what, let's go to where is it? I have a pack called Trips Just Basses with like a bunch of shit like that, so maybe I should go to some one shots. Maybe she needs to just get rid of these. I'll make one unique. We'll clone this actually. Get rid of the sub on this one too. So swap them over, and then we'll change. That sounds cool. I'll go to Sample Pack 2 Deluxe Edition, out right now. Little plug. Go to Loops, Fills, Synth Fills, 13. Mostly drum fills. Yep. I'm gonna slap Classic Clipper on the Master, turn it up. And I'll grab the 808 that we made earlier, put it back in. Not that one, this one. Nope, not there. Cut the end off. Alright, it's beginning to lag, so let's just start consolidating some stuff without the sidechain on. I always make that mistake. And then we'll just get rid of these because we don't need them. Turn groups off. And now add them back in, I guess. This one needs to be turned the fuck down. That's way too much. 1, 2, 3. What were these on? This was on 5. This is on 6, I guess. This is even added to a channel. This is added to 7. Nova is this. Okay. Alright, we'll cut this one because this is too short for me. Make it unique. We'll cut this part here. We'll stretch it out. Oh, not this one. Shit. This one. Idiot, Mac. Idiot. Nope. You don't stretch right on. Now we do. Make unique. Stretch that bitch. Not that much. A little less. cut these tails off, keep it tidy. Now, this is just sounding kind of empty. Let's boost the 808. Answer to everything is boosting the 808 and clipping it too. Let's add more 808. Let's make it a fifth, maybe. Let's make some hi-hats to slap in there too. So once again, hi-hats are easy. You just grab your noise, put an LFO on it. You want alpha and Z. EQ, cut the lows. Boost it. There we go, that easy. Drag it in. Normalize it. Now, this sounds really empty to me so far. It just sounds like a bunch of background shit. So let's actually just make it a background because it's clearly what it's more suited to. Never think your songs are bad. Always just think that they need work. Not need work, but they need to be different. Maybe just make it different than they are. Let's drag in a Gucci Gang a cappella. Why not? This is, I believe, is 120. So slap 120 in there. And hope I'm correct.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Red there, red on new chain.
Alright, let's process this vocal. Let's put it on channel 9.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Let's add it to the sidechain, because why not? Let's see what that sounds like with the sidechain. Now let's add some distortion. And now we can actually better suit it to its task, so. Let's add a little riser here. I can't believe I just literally just turned this into a Gucci Gang remix. I didn't even know that was gonna happen, but what the fuck. We go to one shots, go to FX, go to risers. Gucci Gang. Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. Gucci gang, 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 red there, red on new chain. My bitch like to do cocaine. I put the kids off the gun. I can't stop in the wetter rain. Let go and bob on. That's a nectar. and add a ton of auto-tune.
Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Yeah, still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. None of this shit be new to me. Fuck with my piece called to the reef. Bought some red balls, cost allergies. Fuck your airline, fuck your lean cost more than your rent.
I can't believe we just actually did this. I can't believe it's just turned to a Gucci Gang remix. No, come back.
Take meds.
But whatever, songs go where songs go, huh? Even if they go to Gucci Gang. Oh fuck, why is this kick fucked up? I cut it in half, why is it not cut in half? Ugh, fucking hell.
Take meds. Take meds. Take meds. Take meds. None. Take meds.
Why does this actually sound unironically good?
Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. None of this shit be new to me. Fuck with my piece called.
Yeah, let's do that instead.
Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. None of this shit be. Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. None of this shit be new to me. Fuck with my piece called to the reef. Bought some red balls, cost allergies. Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Bitch, your breath smell like some cigarettes. I'd rather fuck a bitch from the project. We give me up. Lean cost more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. None of this shit be new to me. Fuck with my piece called to the reef. Bought some red balls, cost allergies. Fuck your airline, fuck your.
Let's cut it here. And then... Nope, go away. Do we make it unique? Nope. Make this part unique. And then copy it. And then send the unique one to a different channel.
Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Fuck your airline, fuck your company.
Why isn't that working?
Fuck your airline, fuck your. Fuck your air. Fuck your air. Bitch, your breath smell like some cigarette. Fuck your air.
Oh, that's why. Okay. We need to take this on here.
Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Fuck your airline, fuck your.
We'll cut this one again. And
fuck.
Pan it.
Fuck your airline.
Pan them both this way.
Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Bitch, your breath smell like some cigarettes.
Like that. That sounds cool. Okay, so what we got? Let's bring it out first to about 17. Drag this out. Oh no, we can move it in more. I don't know what to have here. Maybe we'll have this spot here. sidechain to all of these. We'll actually do it with the 808, so like this.
Your mom still live in the tent, yeah. Still slang dope in the chest. Me and my grandma take meds. Nah, this shit be new to me. Fuck them off these contournery. Nah, this shit be new to me.
Let's just delete all this. I'm trying to just create a rhythm. Sorry, I haven't been kind of quiet. I struggle to produce and talk at the same time.
Nah, this shit be new to me. Nah, this shit be new to me. Fuck them off these. Nah, this shit be new to me. Fuck them off these contournery. Nah, this shit be new to me. Fuck them off these contournery.
Let's grab a sidechain as well. Edit in all the kicks. I won't bother for the kick roll, but here, yeah.
Nah, this shit be new to me. Fuck them off these contournery.
I always struggle to copy and paste these. There we go. Alright, so sidechained.
Nah, this shit be new to me. Come on, these contournery. Awesome rap, boss calls allergies. Fuck your airline for your company.
I will turn these down as well, because they're too loud together.
Boss calls allergies. Fuck your airline for your company. Bishop Bird small like some cigarettes.
I will pitch this one up.
Boss calls allergies. Fuck your airline for your company.
No, pitch it all the way down, shall we? See how that sounds. We're just playing around.
Fuck your airline for your company. Bishop Bird. Fuck your airline for your company. Fuck your airline for your company.
That sounds better. We'll grab we'll filter this in. Actually, maybe we'll pitch it down. What happens if this part sounds pitched down? Forget about that. Make this unique. Make this one unique too. And then maybe filter it in. No, what did I just click? I didn't mean to click that. Okay. Come on. Work, brain, work. Make a filter. Your mom still live in the tent. Still slang dope in the chest. My grandma take me this. Nah, this. My grandma take me this. My grandma take me this. Nah, this shit be new to me. My grandma take me this. well. Oh no, we've already done it. So we could just stretch it out. I just want to stretch this one out. And then, once we stretch it out, we can add it to its own channel, say 10. And then put an LFO tool on it. And then make it really go fast. Oh, and it's already unique. I keep forgetting that.
You mom still a cheese. Fuck your airline for your company. Buy for your company. Your lane costs more than your rent. You mom still live in the tent. Still smoking dope in the chest. Me and my girl taking me this. Nah, that shit be new to me. Come on, these cars to the rings. Boss my boss cars sell the cheese. Fuck your airline for your company. Bishop Brisk. Buy for your company. Buy for your company. Buy for your company. Buy for your company. Buy for your Bishop Brisk, small as a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the Bishop Brisk, small as a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the project. Bishop Brisk, small as a
Just play around with different rhythms here.
Bishop Brisk, small as a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the They came me out of plane off. They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her. They came me out. Now a little.
I like playing around with kick rhythms. They're always really fun. How does that sound? Not quite right. Let's delete these two.
They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her jet. They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her jet.
And I'll miss a kick here. And probably.
Bishop Brisk, smoke a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the project. They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her jet. Your lane costs more than your rent. You mom still live in the tent. Still smoking dope in the chest. Me and my girl taking me this. Nah, that shit be new to me. Come on, these cars to the rings. Boss my boss cars sell the cheese. Fuck your airline for your company. Bishop Brisk, smoke a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the project. They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her jet. Everybody scream for West. Everybody scream for West Chat. Everybody scream for West Chat. Little pause. Everybody scream for West Chat. Everybody scream for West Chat. Little pause. 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 Just like that. Everybody scream for West Chat. Little pause. Just like that, man. Bishop Brisk, smoke a cigarette. Running for the bitch for the project. They came me out of plane off percent. Now a little pop off her jet. Everybody scream for West Chat. Little pause. Just like that, man. Bishop. Play on this shit and I'll take. Fuck little bitch. Play on this shit and I'll take. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet.
Sidechain noise kick rhythms. I like heavy sidechain and kick rhythms. It's always kind of fun. One there, one there, there.
Play on this shit and I'll take. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet. Bitch sitting in the tank. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci.
We'll just copy and paste all this back in. Sounding odd so far.
Bitch sitting in the tank. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
This sounds so out of place. Your mom still live in the tent. Still smoking dope in the chest. Me and my grandma taking me this. Nah, that shit be new to me. Come on, these cars to the reach. Also, my ass cars selling cheese. Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust some cigarettes. Everybody fuck the bitch from the project. They give me a plane off bricks. I love people on burn jet. Everybody's looking for the chat. Little boy, just like that man. I know, bitch, sitting in the tank. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet. Gang, 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 gang. Straight there, right on news. I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot her name. I can't, I'm in the weather rain. And Bob on gang, 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 I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot her name. I can't, I'm in the weather rain. And Bob on gang, 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 gang. I guess I just made a Gucci Gang remix out of absolute fucking nowhere. Just listen to that vocal one more time on its own.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spread their racks on no chain. My bitch when I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot name. I can't bob in the weather rain. Rather go and bob.
Okay, that's pretty heavy on the OTT, but I'm good with that.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spread their racks on no chain. My bitch when I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot name. I can't bob in the weather rain. Rather go and bob on. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on no chain. My bitch when I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot name. I can't bob in the weather rain. Your link costs more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Your link costs more than your rent.
Let's throw in some of these little weird squeals here and there.
Your link costs more than your rent. Your mom still live in the tent. Still smoking dope in the chest. Me and my grandma taking me this. Nah, that shit be new to me. Come on, these cars to the reach. Also, my ass cars selling cheese. Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Come on, these cars to the reach. Also, my ass cars. Come on, these cars to the reach. Also, my ass cars selling cheese. Fuck your airline, fuck your company. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust some cigarettes. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust some cigarettes. Fuck a bitch from the project. They kick me out of. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust some cigarettes. Fuck a bitch from the project. They kick me out of plane off bricks. Bitch, your breath smoke, bust some cigarettes. Fuck a bitch from the project. They kick me out of plane off bricks. I love people on burn jet. Everybody's looking for the chat. Little boy, just like that meth. I know, bitch, sitting in the tank. Fuck little bitch, make a pussy wet. Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. Spread their racks on news. My bitch when I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot her name. I can't bob in the weather rain. Rather go and bob on. Gucci gang, 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 Gucci gang. Spread their racks on news. My bitch when I do cocaine. I fuck a bitch, I forgot her name. I can't bob in the weather rain. Rather go and bob on. Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
There we go. How to make every trip song ever, just boosted to fucking 15. Oh god, it's gonna hurt. Yep, okay, let's stop that. Anyway, I don't really know what else to do, so there's a shit Gucci Gang remix that came out absolutely nowhere. I could spend hours making it significantly better than it currently is. But there you go. Probably end the stream here. It's been fun. It's been weird. I haven't talked much because I'm just like in the zone when I produce. Which is one thing I actually might have to get worse at in order to do this sort of thing. But yeah. Goodbye.